This is where me and Shia shot holes.
Nobody loves me!
I wish we were at a Chili's right now. Just the 6 beers, please.
That's fine.
We're gonna go to Slab City. Is it a strange place?
No, it's nice to live here.
Oh, nice.
Really nice and quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll come back for that one. So spicy. Thank you. I'm not much of a spiceman. Where do you go to get a beer around here?
You basically just buy it and go home and drink it at home.
That sounds fun. It feels strange in someone's house in their garage. The more flies, the better food, because the flies know where the hottest cooking's at. I still don't fully understand, how did this place come to be? How did people all congregate
It was
here?
a military base in World War II. They took off and left just the cement slabs behind. That's why they call it Slab City. And then when the 80s boom of the RV thing happened, then this place really started taking off.
In the Southern California desert, at an abandoned Marine base, over 1,000 retired people spend the winter months together. Their answer to the problem of retirement has been to establish an alternate lifestyle, combining large amounts of leisure time and small amounts of money.
And people can come here mentally ill and nobody will force you to take your meds.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, because a lot of them turn into troublemakers.
Oh, interesting.
And then the drug dealers seek them out too and get them hooked on fentanyl and meth. Yeah, and there's still plenty of people that don't do dope too.
Yeah.
Most people just smoke weed and drink beer here.
That's the name of the game,
Yeah.
I think. When did you open the shop?
My second winter here, my car broke down, so I didn't know what I was going to do. So I decided to set up across from Salvation Mountain, and I had a buddy of mine that made homemade furniture. So he set up his furniture, I set up my jewelry, and that's when Leonard was still alive that owned the mountain.
Yeah.
And he had this stupid ass caretaker that was caring for him, that was a real dick.
Do you know what the history is behind Salvation Mountain? Why did he build it?
It was a dedication to Jesus and stuff, and universal love.
When I came here, I wanted to put God is love to the world on a hot air balloon. And the thing rotted out on me here and never got up. So I told God I'm going to stay 1 week and make an 8-foot one. 24 years later, I'm still here.
First mountain that he built, a big flood came through, I guess, and it totally destroyed it. So then he asked God to help him build it, and that's when he got turned on to, I think, Adobe and stuff.
Like the software?
No, like the clay that's here. There's a lot of clay underneath the sand here.
Slab City.
Is this your guys' first time in Slab City?
Yeah.
So you guys are taking the dogs on a long road trip?
We thought we'd be gone a month, but it's been a month and we're not even halfway through.
This is the bathtub and laundromat. There's been a lot of people that have died in this hospital.
What?
One guy got drowned in here, and he went to the bottom, and he cooked in there for about 3 days. Woke up late in Houston, gotta be early in Santa Bay. Walk on part in this war, will lead role in a cave.
I just can't wrap my head around how much stuff is here. It's
Well, it was a landfill originally.
Okay.
So it just turned into a boneyard. Art supplies at the ready.
Yeah.
Some people say it's trash. Not us.
I don't think it's trash at all. Where are you from originally?
All over mostly.
Yeah.
But the origination is from Texas. And then
Yeah.
when I got empty nested and retired basically from my former career, got on the road for a little while, ended up here to make this thing, which we're gonna look at. Which
It's
is
fantastic.
Amazing art.
I just recently I was the youngest, and so I made my mom an empty nester.
Yeah, right?
This would be funny if she moved out here.
Right? Once you go through menopause and you get on the other side of it, you're like a superhuman.
Believe it or not, my mom and I have not had the menopause talk yet, so I
See?
don't know where she's at.
Taxidermy dinner party.
Very cool.
Gotta go up inside that trailer and really get a good look at it.
Oh, this is insane.
I mean, there may be somebody out there on the internet that's like, oh no, you could totally restore that, but I found it more fun to watch them deteriorate while they eat humans. This is the Barbie horror house. See, horror house, so don't get too excited, it's a combo. So this is when cats have actually infected the entire human population with the toxoplasmosis parasite, and now we're basically servants to the cat population, and they do weird things like slice open pregnant women and throw the baby on the table and chase it around. It's called Fatsuma.
Nice.
Yep.
Do you think things like this have like souls, or are they just inanimate objects?
Ah, they're just inanimate.
Did it get to this point, or have you always like loved things like this?
I've always been that person that will take stuff out of your garbage if you're my neighbor. I am not an advocate for everybody needs to go and be an intellectual in this world. Some
Yeah.
people are just not that person.
Agreed.
Nowhere else you see a mermaid in the desert.
Why do you guys think Slab gets this like reputation? We heard it was like lawless, and then when we came here, everyone's like the nicest person.
A lot of people don't understand that. They hear the freedom part and they're like, oh, I can do whatever I want. It's like, no, you still have to respect people's boundaries. You can live such a peaceful, loving life out here. There's definitely law out here.
Yeah.
The sheriffs come out here constantly.
We've had fights here, but it's normally bullshit fights.
Yeah.
But they usually take it outside and deal with it. That's one of the bottle kids.
With the bottle kids?
It's just a group of like 5 or 6 kids that got together and we were harassing some people on Twitch.
Oh, there's a fake one.
You got $1?
No, I ain't got no fucking dollar.
Where you chuck bottles at them?
Yeah, it was hilarious as fuck. They offered one of my friends meth, so we did it even harder.
Hello. We've heard you've got a mean burger and a mean root beer float.
We'll light it up. In 2019, we had a lot of people passing away in the summertime on that meth and fentanyl that grew up out here. And so we decided to open up a drink, hydration, and a little bit of food. Within a month, I was crawling on my hands and knees because I'd been in a wheelchair for 8 years. And so I was crawling on my hands and knees to get food to people out there through the community room that we had here, that we would hang free clothes up that we would get from Palm Springs and stuff on the fence and give people free clothes instead of just throwing them on the slab.
It feels like here more than anywhere I've been, there's like a really strong sense of community and people like helping each other out. Have you seen that too? Or?
We're no different than any other place. We may not have as much law around, but it's definitely not lawless. Although I did have to take down a 23-year-old at my age, I was 63. He was tripping out on something, and he thought he could take me, I guess. So he certainly went. Hey! Excuse me.
No worries.
New dog.
Yeah.
You be good. Richard, how you doing today?
Parched. One of the things everybody kept saying back in the day out here, back in the day as in the 80s, there is gold out in them there hills. And there is.
Literally gold?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were making a metaphor.
No.
Have you ever gone out looking for it?
Military gold is some of the best, but there is instances recorded of people documented finding significant chunks out there.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
The burger's great. The dog blows it out of the water.
If I can make one person smile because they just love the ice cream or float or whatever, that makes my day. 2, 1. 1 together, 2 together, a slide.
That's so fun.
That's all it is.
How are you? Oh. Why do you think so many people move here? Like, what's so great about Slab City?
What you're getting wrong is this is really a refugee camp. A refugee for people who weren't doing well out there.
Yeah.
You know? I ran like maybe an 11-year running battle with the San Diego Police Department. So when it came to Dodge, well, this is where you dodge, right? In those days, there was a lot of snowbirds, people who were on some kind of retirement and had a motorhome. And now you have the kids, I call them the dreadlock children. Their goal is to get high, you know? There's a popular thing about how dangerous it is to live here.
Yeah.
You know? 'Cause most people here will tell you, if they go out there, it's like an expedition to enemy territory. You know?
And it's kind of like, where else are you supposed to go?
You can see my business here is the range, right?
Yeah.
When I first started, I thought I was just stirring up some social life so I could meet a girl, right? In those days, the stars covered a lot more of the sky. All the city lights have encroached in. And I looked up there and I said, well, you've decided I have to live here. And they looked down at me with their star point eyes and said, what are you going to do about it? I mean, let's face it. Back then, I had nothing. You know? It was make $10, put 5 in the tank, and buy something to eat, right?
Yeah.
And I've come up from that to being somebody, you know, somebody that I recognize as well as what other people do, you know.
There's no more whiskey, no more beer. Got me wondering, why the hell am I still here? Another Slab City summer with these Slab City blues.
Slab City's pretty cool. Some people were scary at first, and then they opened their mouth and were just sweethearts. I didn't experience any lawlessness there. I felt safer there than I do in like Venice. It's been great hanging out with you guys, but I've got to roll. Oh. How cool.